Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm sorry the quality is like not so good and you can literally see how bad my skin is at the moment. It is dreadful, but we have to use the old phone because I dropped my phone and it smashed. So I've had this phone for 3 years and it's been through a lot. It fell down the stairs completely and excuse me, it still survived, so it was a bit of a shame, but I'm just gonna wait until the new one comes out because then the other ones become cheaper and all that. So, but hi, I'm sorry it's been a hot minute since I have made like a little sit down video or a video that's not a vlog. I had so much fun doing those last two, the last two videos where I went away to Inverness Pride and then I went to Newcastle, and then there's just been a lot going on since then and I just haven't had a chance to like sit down with you guys or like just make content that I want to do, and I've been missing it like so much. So I thought we'd have a little catch up, and I thought I'd do like a Q&A too, just to like spice it up a bit. Sorry that my hair's still wet. I thought I'd quickly do this video and let it air dry because it's so hot before I go to work. So it's dress down day as well today, so it actually works out. Oh, also I got a new tattoo. It says Misery Kids. I got it a week ago, I think it's been over a week, which is great. Oh, I love it so much. I really need to get another one here now to like even it out. It's so exciting. But yes, so a lot has been kind of happening lately, so I do apologise that things haven't been going smoothly in the video department. So like I was going away to like Newcastle and stuff, so we went away there, and then just a lot of things like personally like were going on. Like my health hasn't been like very good like at all. I am officially back on. I did actually do a health vlog like type video like to catch you guys up, but I deleted it because I, one, ran out of storage, and two, really need to paint my nails again. But no, that's not that's not fine. But no, I just didn't think it was worth it. But like I did put effort into it. And are you poppycorning? Oh yeah, the guinea pigs are now in my room, if I haven't said that. They've been in my room for a while, and it's actually a year ago since we brought them home as well. Sorry, I'm like getting so sidetracked. I really need to try not talk too much because I obviously have to make sure I don't like go over time for going to work. Honestly, my skin is so bad. I need to get into like a proper skincare routine again. But ever since going on the mini pill, like my skin has just been so bad. So I need to like invest in skincare again. But yeah, so I did do like a little healthcare thing, but I deleted it because I was like, I don't know if anyone will care, so I'll just like leave it and just like catch you guys up. So like my health has been not the best. I had to keep going back to the doctors because my nerve pain, oh yeah, I have nerve pain now. I don't know if I think I spoke about it, but I can't remember. If not, I have nerve pain. They think it's called oh my god, I can't talk, myalgia parasitica, so it's like down the side of my left thigh, so it's not ideal. And then obviously the lower abdominal pain is still like an issue, like, and it has been like a big issue. Like I had a really bad flare up which caused the nerve pain to become a thing. So that was not fun. But I went back to the doctors, like, because we exhausted, like, they were wanting to exhaust like all like the standard tests first, like ruling out if I was pregnant, which I'm not, rule out, because they weren't sure if I was having an ectopic pregnancy with how painful my like pains were, but it wasn't anything like that. Had another scan, like blood tests, like everything, like we'd done all of that. They're still not sure what's causing it, but they still think it's endometriosis. She said she doesn't think it's like bowel related or anything like that. So I'm back on the waiting list to see gynecology because the lady that I saw, she was like a nurse practitioner, so it wasn't like a doctor essentially, but she thinks that I should still get to see the gynecologist to get the keyhole surgery because she wants to get to the bottom of what is going on. So all of that is like been happening, and then still the same with like Greg, like his health's not been, it's been very like up and down. Still living at home, you know, fun stuff. So just trying to get on with all of that and try and save and try and move out with some guinea pigs. But yeah, it's been a lot. But like, yeah, like last week, because like in August, our good friend Emma, her dad passed away, and it was really, really sad. And then it was sadder because we came back from her dad's funeral on, was it last Friday, and then on Saturday Greg found out that his aunt had passed away. So it's been a lot of like heavy stuff, trying to process like everything like all at once. So yeah, it's just been an interesting time to say the least lately, because I feel like I don't really want to go too much into it because I'm still trying to like process it, and I never want to like badmouth people that have been in my life or anything like that. But this whole year has been like so difficult to process in general, because I had a lot of issues with a person that was in my life that was really close with me, and it got to the stage where I had to cut them in my life completely because it was just causing me so much stress and anxiety. Like, I was trying, basically what happened, what, I'm not gonna like say names or go into it too much, because obviously like I'm not gonna sit and like start bitching about people, because you know, this person was important to me at one point in my life, so I'm not gonna, I'm never the type to be like, oh, I'm just gonna like badmouth this person or whatever. But you know, there was a bunch of stuff, and I just like wanted to like let that person know how things made me feel, and to start off with, it was very much a, like, they understood where I was coming from, and like we kind of worked through things. But it kept happening, and I kept trying to say like, you know, this still upsets me, like this is what it is, like can you maybe not do that, or like just explain how it made me feel or whatever. And they the first couple times they understood and we like worked through it, but after that it was a whole disaster. Like, everything was my fault and I was making it their, like everything, so everything became my fault and I was blaming this person. And you know, I was, you know, trying to say like all this stuff to them, and I'm like, this is not the case at all. Like, this is a misunderstanding, like can we meet up to talk about it? We met up to speak about it, but like I'm not very good at that sort of stuff, so I was like really trying, and I kind of got shut down. It was like, okay, like I'm sorry you felt that way, like I'm like, let's just like kind of leave it there. So then it was really awkward for ages because like we didn't really speak about it, and then, you know, I kept trying to say like, you know, maybe we should like talk about this, but they didn't want to. They'd made peace with it, so they wanted it to be dropped. So I was like, okay, like I have to try and get closure my own way then. And then out of nowhere they wanted to talk about it, and it was also like a lot of cancelling plans. Like, it was always like, we'll hang out, no, we'll cancel. And then, you know, like I felt, you know, from my side of things, like, you know, obviously for this other person this might not be the case, because, you know, there is two sides to every story, and I still don't know the full story of their side of things. But yeah, it was just like a whole thing. They just didn't really want to talk about it. I literally tried to talk about it all the time. It'd always be like words were happening but actions were not happening, and I was like, you know what, like I just can't keep giving people a chance after chance, especially saying to this person like, this is the last chance for us to like work through things and stuff like that, and then for them to be like, do what they did sort of thing. So it was a bit rubbish, and things are just gonna fall. It's okay, it just fell. Brody just looked at me like, Mom, what was that? So yeah, it wasn't fun, because, you know, like when you really value someone and you really want to work things out, like it's a bit rubbish when you feel like it's not really being like reciprocated or whatever. But yeah, so I decided to cut that person out of my life. So I've kind of just been like, you know, I literally did just block. Like, I tried not to do that and like tried not to unfriend, and I tried to work it out, but it was how it's kind of what they said to me like before I blocked them. They kind of made me do it. It was like, you know, I make everything about me, and I'm always making it their fault or something. And I was like, okay, you're not going to speak to me like that anymore. Like, I've literally tried to fix this, so I don't know what else I can do. So because, you know, like, I managed to clarify some things for them so that they had an understanding of what like it being a misunderstanding on their side of things, but I never ever got closure for me. So I was like, do you know what, I just need to do what's right for me and just cut this person out and just move on with my life. Because it's, see, once you've kind of had the same thing for like the past 7, 8 whatever years, you kind of are just like, why are we still going through the same things and nothing's changing? So it's been difficult, because although, you know, I had to cut the person out and it felt like that's what was right for me, because it's not nice when you realise that like the constant you chasing that person is like causing a lot of stress for you, because you're like, I don't understand why like they're not doing this or doing that, and like I'm doing this but they're saying that I'm doing that, and then, you know, you're seeing things and everything just making you feel like horrible. So it's hard, because like, although that's the thing, like, you still grieve that person and like the friendship that you had, or like parts of it. So yeah, it's been fun. Like, it's been difficult to say the least. There's just been a lot going on, but I'm doing better now on that front of side of things. I've learned to accept that, you know, I deserve better, and we move on, you know. I just feel like this angle is not working out, and I really need to iron my top, I think. But I got a new Magnolia Park top from their gig not too long ago. But yeah, so that's kind of like a quick catch up on like things that have been happening. I don't think anything else is happening. My sister started high school, which is so scary. Yeah, like Molly's at college, like she's doing biology, like that's so exciting. So like, yeah, like there's just been like a lot happening. And I've just been like in so much pain for like months. Like, since I had that really bad flare up, like I've just been in constant pain, and it's just been really shitty, because especially as well, like, some people don't understand when you're in pain. Like, I always try my best to get on with it, because there's nothing else for it. Like, you just have to just kind of do that. But I do sometimes think people don't understand it to the extent they kind of just expect you to be able to like do everything that you're used to. But like, see, when your mobility is kind of like restricted because of how much pain you're in, it's really rubbish. Like, anyone who knows me personally, or if you've maybe heard me talk about it on the channel, like, I was always doing overtime, I was always taking extra shifts. Last month I did like 1 or 2 overtime shifts because I was in so much pain, and I think my body was punishing me from the other months of not listening to it. And I felt so much better. Like, I was in such a good mood the other day, and then today and yesterday I've just been like back to being in pain. So it's really not ideal, like, at all. Which is also difficult, because, you know, you obviously have to get your job done, but like, when your job's a physical job and you're in physical pain, like, it's hard, and it's hard to find like the balance between those things as well. But yeah, I feel like I'm rambling. I should probably get into the Q&A. But yes, like, it's just been a lot, but I'm really trying to focus on like what I kind of want to do with myself, because I feel like with all the other stuff going on, and like having to cut people out, and trying to figure out kind of the energy you want in your life, and kind of what you want to do, what you deserve, like that sort of thing. Like, I've kind of just been trying to like sit with myself and really figure out what I want to do. So I'm really going to try look into maybe going back to college, maybe try and get my degree in acting, like my full degree, because I have like a partial degree, I just don't have the like the BA honour part. So hopefully, fingers crossed, like that would work out. And if not, I'm trying to think of what I would want to do as a backup, so I have like an option of something else, because it's difficult, because I keep trying to apply for things or like whatever, and I'm just trying to really keep optimistic, and sometimes there's an odd time of where it's difficult because you keep trying and you keep your like optimism, you take the rejection well, and then it's like still a cycle of still not being in work, and then you question like, oh, like maybe this isn't the right career path for me, like maybe I should just find something else. But it's, see, when something brings you so much joy and you feel like that's one thing that you're reasonably good at, it's hard to kind of know how to navigate that and to know where to go. But yeah, like fingers crossed, like we figure that out, because it's just, oh. But I'd have to do it for next year, because I realised too late this year that I wanted to go back to college. I was like, well, I can't apply now, it's too late. But yes, there was a question that I didn't take a picture of, but someone asked what TV show am I currently watching. So I was actually currently rewatching Lost Girl. Like, it was a Canadian show and I loved it years ago, but I was rewatching it because it's like my comfort show and I couldn't find it anywhere for ages to watch, but Amazon Video had it free with ads, and I was like, oh my god, this is great. I got up to like season 5, they took it off free with ads, and also apparently there's a season 6 that I didn't even know about, and I was like, whoa, like that is so rude. Like, I would like to speak to the manager, please. But yeah, like it's just so good, and I don't even know the conclusion of the series now, because I didn't even know there was season 6 until I noticed that, like, my friend told me about Anna Silk, who's the lead actress in Lost Girl. She plays a succubus called Bo, and she does a like a watch type podcast with Rachel Skarsten, who plays a Valkyrie in the show called Tamsin, and I love Tamsin and Bo. I miss it. Just need to find. I'm gonna just try and buy it somewhere digitally or something, but it's so expensive. But I'm like, I need my fix of Lost Girl. Like, I can't. I'm like, miss it, especially when you're in the middle of rewatching something and they just take it away and you're like, well, that's just rude. But that's what I was currently watching. I'm not really watching anything at the moment, to be honest, like out with that. Something else I watched recently though was The Maid. I really enjoyed that. I was really late to the party, but I really enjoyed The Maid. It was really good. So someone else, hold on, let me get this. I should be a little bit more organised, but apparently I'm not. So someone asked, do you go to school or college? It's like their first part of their question, and I sadly don't. As I said, like, I really want to figure that out and figure out kind of what I want to do with that. Also, would you do an outfit swap with a friend? I mean, I would. I just don't know if anyone that I have that's close to me now like would want to do that. But that could be so fun, doing something like that. Because it'd be so fun. Because, like, me and my friends don't really have like fully the same style like at all, so like that would be like really cool, for sure. Someone asked, what's your favorite ever movie? So my favorite movie, like my favorite real life like live movie, is The Devil Wears Prada. Like, that is my favorite movie of all time. Animated movie is The Aristocats, because, well, Marie and her, like, Duchess, everyone is just iconic. If you could meet any celebrity, who would it be? Oh my god, okay. That's hard, because I would meet quite a few people. So, influencer wise, like, if they count them as a celebrity, Molly-Mae, hands down. Like, I love Molly-Mae so much. Like, I love watching her YouTube videos, and I just like love her and her family. Also, has anybody else watched At Home with the Furies? Like, I freaking loved that. That was like so iconic. Actress wise, Jessica Lange, 100%. Like, she's my favorite actress of all time, and like I would just love to meet her like so much. actor wise, or like kind of like you could kind of like he's also like a musician, but like if you just for this part say actor, Johnny Depp, 100% Johnny Depp, like what an icon, would love to meet him. If you're going by like musicians, I've already met like some of my favorite musicians, so I'm like I don't know, that's like I'm like really grateful to be able to say that, like, oh yeah, like I've met my like favorite artists. I haven't met the guys in Magnolia Park yet. I saw them across the street from me, and then I like fangirled so much that I didn't say hi. So I'll say them. And I don't know any other celebrities. Meryl Streep would be a good one. I think she would be so cool to meet in person, like for sure. Or like someone like Miley Cyrus or Demi Lovato, like for sure. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I don't know. Hopefully, having a house, not living with my parents, because the realization for me that I'm like gonna be 25 next year in January and I still live with my parents is actually like stressing me out so much. I'm like, please let me win the lottery or something, or let the council just be nice enough to like move me up the list. I've been on the list since I was 16 and I'm still not any further to get in a council house, and I'm like one of those people who's like, I'm not gonna just be like, hey, go and like give me a house, I'm homeless or something. Like I would feel so bad, because like that's not like the case, but I really want to move out. So hopefully my own house of any kind, just a house where I can have my own space. Hopefully having more acting roles, and maybe a dog or a kid, potentially, maybe even married, but I feel like that's really ambitious. But I'm a Capricorn, so kind of part of the gig, you know, like a bit on the over ambitious side. Oh, someone says, what has it been like getting the world's cutest piggies and watching them grow up? It's been the best. Like, it's honestly the best feeling. Like, I know you're not supposed to buy animals from a pet shop, and I didn't have intentions of doing that. Like, we just went in to have a look, and Fudge was sitting at the window, like the little window bit, and I was like, oh my god, they're so cute. Oh, they look like such a Fudge. Like, and then my mum was like, Megan, why would you do that? Now we can't leave them there. Like, we've named them. And then we saw another one, and we're like, oh, well, we need to get it a friend, so like we'll get that one and we'll name it Toffee or something. And then they lifted up the tunnel, and I was like, no, sorry, like this is gonna sound so bad, but can we take that one instead? And then that's when we found Brownie, because I just saw his like gorgeous black hair with like the white through it, and I was like, we need him, like absolutely, like right now. And it, obviously, as I said, like it's been a year today since we brought them home, which is the 8th, so it's been the best year ever. Like literally last night, I kept getting woken up because Brownie kept coughing, and obviously guinea pigs are really susceptible to like respiratory infections. So I was like, oh my god, are you okay? I actually like picked him up and was like cuddling him and like rocking him and like petting him, making sure he was okay. Like I wrapped him up to make sure, because I forgot to close my window and I fell asleep because it was really hot yesterday, so I'd left the window open by accident, and I don't know if he was just cold or if he was just trying to get my attention, because he seems okay. But I'm just going to keep eyes on him, obviously, and then obviously phone the vet for advice. But I feel bad because I'm usually like that like person who's always like, oh, like, is this okay? Like, do we need to come in? Do we need to see? Like, and they're probably like fed up with me, like completely. Someone asked, what would you name your guinea pig, your dachshund, if you got one? I don't really, like, I've thought about this a lot, but I feel like it would probably change if I saw the dachshund. I feel like I'm better at naming, oh, Hoppy Hops. I'm better at naming animals when I see them, because I think when you see them you kind of get the gist, you kind of get a feel for their personality and see what fits them better. But on Nintendogs, when you got Dachshunds, I called mine Cooper, and I think I also called one Pluto, and then there was one called Honey, but Greg really wants to get one and call it Weenie, and I'm like, we're not getting a Dachshund and calling it Weenie, and it literally just like come and going like Weenie, and then you see like a Dachshund like running in the park. Like, that just seems so dumb. Like, why? I don't know, like, I'm not on board with that, like, at all. Let me just go and check to make sure I've not missed any, because I'm really bad for that. But yes, it's been eventful, and I just thought it was about time that I came back and done like a little catch-up video, because it's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute, and I've missed doing these types of videos. Like, I'm trying to like look into investing in a camera and just trying to figure out the best one and kind of like whatnot, but everything is like so expensive, like it's ridiculous. But you know, I need to invest in the channel more and really like figure out where I'm going with it, because you know, there is other content I would maybe want to try and like kind of see if it would do well or not, because quite a few people have wanted me to do gaming content, which I'd be down for. I would just need to know how to edit and how it kind of works, because I have like my partner Greg has a capture card that I can use, so I just need to kind of get like, and we have a microphone, so like I have most of it set up. I would just need to know how it kind of edits. Like, I'm sure it's probably like just the same way, but yeah, so that's just something I need to look into. And obviously I'll still do vlogs if I'm going places, and like try and really like, I need to get back into doing what I did when I started the channel, where I would like write my ideas down and plan it out and like go from there, rather than just winging it and hoping for the best. But I have I got some new headphones, so I should be able to do some more reaction videos again, but I do feel like that's not really where my focus is at. Predominantly, like, I do still want to do reactions, but I feel like I was doing so many that I was kind of reacting the same way to every video, and it was really like not the best. But oh yeah, like that's also something that happened recently, was that it marked 10 years of recovery for me for anorexia nervosa, so there's also that. I mean, I guess if anyone was interested in that, I could do like a Q&A about recovery on that, or just like an informative video of some kind. But yeah, I'm just gonna try and, because obviously with my health being a bit bad, I have not taken as much overtime, so I have more time to sit down and like do videos and things. So yeah, sorry this is like a long one. I feel like I might have rambled a bit, so I'm really sorry if that's the case, but if you stayed to the end, I love you and I really appreciate it. But let me know anything that you would like me to do content wise, or if you have any ideas or things you'd like to see, then I will consider them. But yes, I'm gonna head because I need to get the guinea pigs sorted with their poops and everything before I go to work. But yeah, I really enjoyed chatting with you guys, and I hope to see you guys soon.